Welcome Cancer, Cancer rising, and those with their moons in Cancer to your intuitive energy forecast for Virgo season happening August 22nd until September 22nd. Now, Cancer, we will be looking at your astrology and how a lot of emphasis is on your siblings, your community in the third house. And before we do your astrology, Cancer, let's take a look at the cards. All right, Cancer, these are our cards. The Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. And when you buy them off my website, they come as a set with the pink Chakra Oracle cards too. Okay, so let's check out your Lenormand cards for Virgo season. Okay, so we got something new here. The Child card, the new. Sometimes it can talk about your literal child if you have children. But definitely this is a new energy, something new in your life. And it has to do with a man in your life. Now, because the astrology shows that this is the third house, this could be a man who's your sibling, child sibling, your older brother, your sister, or it could be younger brother, sister too. But you know what I mean? Like your sibling, something new with your sibling, perhaps. And because it's a man, it could be your brother. That's one thing. Or it could be a new something with a man in your life, a new level of something. And maybe it doesn't always have to be about love either. It could be this new communication opening up. But let's just see what the end card is. Oh, and look, sunshine, success. I see a pattern here, a 4 here and a 4 here, right? 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. And here, 31. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Or 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 is the number of stability, security, finding stable roots per se. And then this is 2 plus 8 equals 10, which reduces to 1, a new beginning, another new energy, a new beginning in something that feels stable, and it has to do with a man in your life. Now, this could be your literal child, your son, maybe, or it could be, like I said, a sibling, or maybe it's your spouse. But in any case, something new, and it looks like it's going to turn successful. Hard work pays off. The number 4 is often about working and having stable foundation, right? Like 4 legs holding up the table. Having a secure foundation, a plan maybe it's a strategy. But let's look at your astrology to dig deeper into what the cards are trying to tell us. All right, Cancer. So I'm recording this the day before the full moon on Monday in Aquarius on August 19th. So, interested to see, because you're run by the moon, and I'm a Cancer moon and a Cancer rising, so I'm totally like vibing with you right now. I'm interested to see, all the changes that are happening after this full moon, right? It's a big one. And there's lots of new beginnings there too, even though a full moon is supposed to be kind of an ending in a way, like a culmination of energies that end things. Oh, a bunch of birds just flew by my window. Anyways, it's usually supposed to be an ending, but I think that in this full moon, it's almost like a chapter reset in some way, and there's going to open up new beginnings. But let's look at your chart, Cancer. We see a lot of energy with the sun in Virgo in your third house. Your third house of communications, your neighbors, your siblings. So there could be lots of energy with your family and your siblings in some way. And because the card showed the child card, it's something new. So new beginnings there. It could be about you using the third house to have new brand awareness, marketing, social media, going on lives more, getting out more, letting people know about what you offer, what problems you solve, all that kind of stuff if you own your own business, Cancer, for example. The third house is a lot about communications. And guess what? Virgo is all about data. So there's a lot of data analysis too, and a lot of information coming your way, Cancer, during Virgo season. And you'll really start to see that around, September 3rd, when the new moon is in Virgo. So new beginnings there in your siblings, your community, your vehicles. Some of you, it could be like, okay, I'm buying a new vehicle, or I'm selling mine, or I'm leasing a new vehicle, something with the vehicles. Maybe it's like, oh, I got to do these repairs, get ready for winter, get my oil changed, get all my, a tune-up. I actually dreamt about that the other night, that my truck said that it wanted a tune-up. Anyways, that's besides the point. And like I said, I'm a Cancer rising, Cancer moon. So, take what resonates with you in my readings and throw away what doesn't. Okay, so yes, and so lots of energy in your third house there. The third house can also be about learning things. It could be a new like you're taking a new course or you're teaching a new course or something educational as well. So that could be something for you, Cancer, to think about. Now, let's move on to Venus, because I like to look at Venus for seeing, where could we get a little love, a little abundance. Venus, so it's in Libra in your fourth house of home and family. You could find that if you have a home business, because of the third house communication energy, you're getting more popular or you're getting more texts or you're getting, and home might be a little busier. We are entering the school season again. People are back to school. Your kids are going back to school. Could be like you're getting some new information or data about something about your house in any way, some new communications, some new information. Maybe you're trying to beautify your house or organize it. Maybe you're holding a garage sale, right? Because the third house with the sun and Virgo in your third house, that's all about your community. It could be like hosting a garage sale from your house and clearing the clutter. So that could be a good thing to do from August 22nd until September 22nd is host a garage sale, Cancer. Very good for some extra money and to just clear the clutter and make way for this new energy that wants to come your way. Now, Mars, our go-go planet, is in your first house of self, but it doesn't like being in Cancer that much, or it gets a little wet. Mars is hot and fiery, and Cancer is like the water energy that kind of douses it a little bit. And Mars is in its fall in Cancer, so it's not the greatest energy, I suppose, but there's a little energy there that you could capitalize on, and it's in your first house of identity, your first house of how other people see you, your physical self. Could be a good time to start an exercise program. Maybe go to Aquafit, mix in the water with the Mars, like go to Aquafit, something to do with your fitness, your body. Maybe you're changing up your wardrobe. Maybe you hosted a garage sale and you got rid of a bunch of old clothes and you donated some to Goodwill, or one of those clothes exchanges where you get together with your girlfriends and you trade out clothes with each other and give old stuff new life, stuff like that. But there's a lot of this identity stuff with the first house there. So that's interesting. I would take advantage of that. It could show that you're a little more popular or you're a little more sexier in a way too for people. And, you might notice that too. Okay. And finally, I wanted to talk to you, Cancer, about what's kind of a big thing happening that nobody seems to be talking much about, but I'm going to go there. Pluto is going retrograde for its last time. It's making its last hurrah in Capricorn on the 29th degree, starting September 1st until November 19th. Pluto going retrograde. That's a reflection. It's like Pluto wants to transform you big time in something. And now you're going to think about it and you're going to reflect, what do I need to do? What it is it's your seventh house. And it could be that you're having some new energy with the man in your life. Seventh house is about our one-to-one spousal relationships, husband, wives. It's more than that, but I'm just going to start there. Seventh house could mean that you're going through a time where you want to transform your relationship into something new, like the card showed at the beginning, something better, something more fortified. Maybe you've gone through some pains, some trials, some tribulations in your relationship, Cancer, recently. And so maybe now's a time where you want to reflect. Do I want to work on this? Do I want to make it better? Or do I want to sort of, I don't know, maybe it's fizzled out and it's time to move on and it's time to break up. So some of you are really reflecting on that from September 1st until November 19th, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn in your seventh house. Seventh house can also be about reflecting on your competitors. If you own your own business, doing some studies. What are they doing? How can you do it better? And not necessarily copying them or something, but I just mean, what are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? How can you improve and make your stuff better based on what the competition's doing? That's one thing. Another thing with the seventh house is your business commitments. You might be involved in certain work or a career or business partnerships. And now you're going to reflect on either, do I want to keep this going? Or you might be reflecting on, well, what's my next thing? What's our next best thing together? Like, for example, me and Michelle, who's a Capricorn, and Pluto's going into Capricorn for this retrograde. We work on the cards together, right? She's the illustrator, she's the artist. And this, I think, will be a time between August 22nd and September 22nd. September 1st to November 19th, as Pluto is going retrograde for its last hurrah. okay, about what's next for us, what our next thing is. And we've already started discussing our next project. So that's kind of interesting that I'm bringing that up. Now, once it comes out of retrograde on November 19th, it stays back into Aquarius now. Pluto and Aquarius, watch my videos on Pluto Aquarius. It's awesome for the next few years until 2043. So, just some food for thought. All right, Cancer, so thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into your card stars and see what Spirit has to say with some Spirit chat in the background, come see me for a reading. And visit me at www.themoontree.org, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'll see you in the next one.